preliminary information that we have at this point is that the 10-year-old was handling or perhaps playing with a shotgun when the shotgun discharged, striking his younger sibling of 8 years old. And the younger sibling, the 8-year-old, has been pronounced deceased here at the scene. Subsequently, relatives started arriving here at the location. So right now it's still a dynamic situation, if you will. We're trying to just gather information. So everything I'm sharing right now is preliminary because things could change as we get more information. But tragic, tragic situation out here this afternoon at this apartment complex. Very, very dramatic for our personnel that are responding at this location as well. We've talked in the past about the importance of safe storage, of securing weapons, responsible gun ownership. This appears to be a tragic situation of what could happen when that doesn't occur. And so our condolences go out to the family. We know they're extremely devastated by what has occurred out here this afternoon. So any questions?
About what time was the gunshot?
At approximately 3 p.m. is the information that I was given.
Home, any family members besides the 2 children?
No adults at the time other than the 3 children, 8, 10, and 13 years old. They told their siblings.
And you said they weren't in school at the time?
Not in school at the time. I'm told that they perhaps moved here in the last few months, so they're recent transplants to the city of Houston, and we're in the process of getting all of that worked out. I don't know the reasons why. Obviously, that'll be part of what we look into in terms of just the children being in school or not being in school, those type of things. We'll also, obviously, as a standard practice in any incident like this, we'll work with Children's Protective Services as well for the well-being of the other children that are here and what steps may happen after this.
I know you mentioned the safe storage issue. There was another 12-year-old who was accidentally shot and killed just last week. I mean, what else do people need to know here or be aware of?
Well, for me personally, I always struggle to even say it's accidental because these are truly preventable, but I think it's something that we continue to get the message out of the importance of safe storage, especially if there's kids around, to assume that weapons are loaded at all times and to secure them properly as well. In this case, we had 3 kids that were at home alone, obviously had access to this shotgun, and so that's concerning. And so we'll do a scene investigation and allow our investigators to delve into all of that. But again, we always encourage a responsible gun ownership and safe storage.
Any possible charges?
Charges are possible in these type of situations. Obviously, we'll have to gather the facts and first find out exactly what happened. We have 3 children that are scared and traumatized and other things. So, we've got to work through the initial scene investigation and then determine next steps.
Sheriff, 2 questions. You said they just moved here. Where from? And also, at this time, do you guys know where the gun inside the home was and how they got their hands on it?
I'm told they moved here possibly months ago. I don't know if from another city. I know the family is a Hispanic family. They're originally from Venezuela. And so I don't know where they moved to eventually get here to Houston or anything like that. The incident, I'm told, occurred in the bedroom. And so it's a 1-bedroom apartment unit, and so that's what the initial information we have. Again, it's still somewhat early on in terms of determining all the pieces. Our crime scene investigators are here on scene, and then we'll be able to better piece, a timeline of what happened.
Is that truck behind us, the Ram truck, is that including the scene as well too? It seems like there's one of those sort of
those are stickers. I think it does belong to a family member. I don't know who, but I think there is a connection to the apartment. But those are stickers on it. It's not actual. I'm sorry?
Who called 911?
I'm not sure. Do we know who initially? The oldest brother, the teenager, is the one that phoned.
And then at this time, have you guys been able to talk to the parents? I know there was family on scene here, but have the parents made it here yet?
I believe they've made it here, and so our investigators are in their preliminary conversations with them. Obviously, we also want to be sensitive to the initial shock and devastation that they're feeling. So it's still a dynamic scene. It's still early, so a lot of people are out here right now.
And just to confirm, I think you shared different ages than what you said on Twitter earlier. So
Correct.
10 and 13.
Yeah, 8, 10, and 13 is what we're being told, and so the latest information that we received is that the deceased is 8 years old, the 10-year-old is the one that apparently discharged the shotgun, and then we're told there was a 13-year-old. So if anything changes, we'll correct it once again. But that's the information we have as of now here at the scene.
Only one shot fired?
I'm told only one shot was fired.
And it was a shotgun?
A shotgun.
Do we know who it belonged to?
I don't know who the owner is of the shotgun.
And where on the body was the shot?
Upper torso, somewhere. I haven't made it inside the scene, and we're letting our crime scene investigator handle that
It's
now.
obvious here, but what do you want to say to parents with guns at home like this?
This is devastating. I mean, for it to happen, these situations are preventable. Children should never have access to weapons. Anything could happen. You know, many times they may think it's a toy, but they need to assume it's loaded. If it's going to be in the home, especially if kids are going to stay in the home, it needs to be safely secured or not in the home. They need to assume that it's loaded. And if you could prevent not even having the kids in the home and removing the weapon, that's obviously recommended in safe storage ultimately. So, yeah. Así. Sí, pues como mencioné anteriormente, en este momento va a ser una investigación que va a continuar. En este momento es lo que tenemos, la escena eran 3 niños de 8, 10 y 13 años y el niño de 8 años es el que falleció. Era una shotgun, una escopeta. Sí, una escopeta estaba dentro del apartamento. Y pues en este momento solamente sabemos que estaban los 3 niños dentro de la casa. Sí, no quiero decir que ya estaba cargada o si los niños hicieron, realmente no puedo hablar por ellos, va a ser parte de nuestra investigación.
¿Lo puedes explicar un poquito? ¿Esos niños estaban solos en la casa?
Sí.
¿Y qué son las reglas de eso?
Mientras que, como en este incidente, el niño de 13 pudo hablar a las autoridades para reportar que había pasado una emergencia, mientras que se pueda, en esta situación, obviamente están jóvenes de edad, pero de 13 años, mientras que tenga la sabiduría para saber de llamar si hay un incendio o un problema, que lo hice en esta situación, no realmente es un castigo o algo que se puede castigar. Si los niños pequeños sería un poco más distinto, pero como vi uno de 13 años, pues es posible que eso es considerado aceptable, aunque a veces no es lo más juicioso, pero es posible que está bien bajo la ley.
Algo así. Me llama la atención que usted dice que cargos podrían ocurrir en este tipo de situaciones.
Sí.
Pero estamos hablando de un niño de 8 años que murió, de uno de 10 que le disparó. ¿Los cargos serían por imprudencia hacia los padres?
Posible, sí, porque sí hay una ley que dice que los padres no pueden, tienen que ser responsables con sus armas y no darles acceso a los niños o algo con un arma y que puede pasar una tragedia. Entonces es una consideración, no estamos diciendo que es lo que al final va a suceder, pero estos cargos sí los tomamos muy serio y pues es parte de la investigación y es considerar todo. Es posible que no hayan cargos también, no sabemos, al final es una tragedia.
Y usted lo dijo en inglés, pero me gustaría que lo repitiera en español. Un llamado a los padres para que tengan más cuidado, cómo manejar el uso correcto de manejar estas armas en casa.
Sí, pues que traten de alzar sus armas en una manera segura. Obviamente, si van a estar los niños solos, y darles la instrucción que es mejor pensar de que la arma está cargada y no pensar que está vacía y que pueden jugar. No es un juguete. Y también, pero si pueden alzar las armas en un lugar seguro, es mucho, obviamente, lo que recomendamos, que haga una caja fuerte o algo así donde no van a tener acceso los niños, porque en esta estación tomaron acceso y pues pasó una tragedia fatal.
Y están ocurriendo demasiado frecuentes estos incidentes. El viernes pasado estamos viendo
Sí.
uno en el área de Hombro.
Sí. Sí pasa varias veces a través del año, aunque damos ese aviso, damos esa información, pasa al nivel nacional, es una tragedia y pueden ser prevenidos, pero lástima que sí pasan estos incidentes.
Sheriff, I don't know if you answered this, but where do the other kids go tonight?
We'll work with CPS to determine what are next steps for the children, and what it's something that they're the kind of the authorities on that side of it, making sure the kids are their well-being. I don't know if there's other relatives or things like that, so it's something that'll be part of the follow-up investigation.
Sheriff, briefly, you saw somebody in the back of the patrol car over there. Are those people being housed, or is it just somebody that was
It probably is. It could be a witness. It could be somebody else that may have information, and so I don't know specifically who they've got at this point. Obviously, there's a big crowd right now, and a lot of movement. So just they're just and then but these are also situations where these are apartment units. It could have gone through a wall and gone into a neighboring apartment as well. So these are very dangerous type situations that occur. Me dice que estaban trabajando en el momento, no sé exactamente dónde o qué está pasando, sí, la mamá y el papá, pero no sé exactamente.
Sorry, the parents were working.
Yes, that's the information we were told. They were working at the time, and
And the correct way to say it was he was handling it or he was playing with it?
I can't speak for him. Yeah, it just he had a hold of it, so I don't know if it was just to move it, if they were quote unquote playing with it. I don't know that part. That'll be part of our follow-up investigation. Okay, thank you all.